I've always wanted to do an exhaust system on my car. I don't have a welder, I don't know how to weld, and I have a grinder, so I can cut things shorter, I just can't make them longer. And I know that there are people out there that want to do something similar and are terrified of cutting up their exhaust system on their car, and they're terrified of not being able to finish it right, that they need a welder, that they need all these skills to be able to do it. And this might give somebody out there the courage to take on the project themselves, make their car sound a little nicer, or maybe replace something that's falling off. In my case, the car didn't have one to begin with. So if you want to see what I did to get my car to go from this to this, please enjoy. Hi. Well, welcome everyone. We're back after a long hiatus. A lot has happened, and we're going to talk about it in future episodes as I get my channel back up and running. And to the ones that have started following me, I apologize. Life gets in the way, and it's time to stop letting life get in the way. We're not going to forget about our other cars. Nothing has really changed in the fleet, but we have added an auction buy. Today what we're going to take a look at is actually replacing the exhaust system that the car did not come with. It looks like the previous owner had one and just cut the whole thing off right before the insurance company picked it up. And so we're basically replacing everything from the B pillar back, and that's what we're going to be doing. And the way we're going to be doing it is actually the thought occurred to me that I've been walking through the muffler and pipe aisle of my local auto parts store for years, always wondering, can you actually put it together with just the stuff that's there? The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need some amount of straight piping to get the exhaust as far back as possible to where you actually mount the mufflers. In my case, I was going to need about 3 feet, so I chose to go with 2 per side of these 18-inch pipes with flared ends. The flared ends make connecting them to other components of the exhaust extremely easy. Following that, I chose to go with 2 45-degree angle bends per side, and this is to move the exhaust from the center line of the vehicle where it's located out towards the sides where it can actually attach to the mufflers once they're installed. From there, it's 2 small adapters that will increase the diameter to match that of the muffler. Now next, what you're going to notice is that we use pipe clamps. I don't have it pictured here the correct amount, but the actual amount ended up being 12 pipe clamps of the correct size, which was 2-inch diameter clamps. Then you can also buy your exhaust hangers, which can bolt to the vehicle itself. They have rubber connections in between what attaches to the exhaust and what attaches to the car, which helps reduce vibration noise. Then following that, the piece that everyone will actually see is the exhaust tips with 2 small sections that would fit in between the flares, just to give the entire section, the entire straight pipe, a good sturdy feel. The band clamps that you see pictured are what actually attaches the muffler to that final expanded adapter so that the exhaust flows in a continuous stream. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully we're gonna have an entire exhaust system put together, and this should be fun. So we're gonna get started. Alright, and it appears that we're off to a good start. The slip-on fit comes right to around the differential, so I'm gonna focus on getting one piece to kind of more or less line up, and we can work it out from there. So the unfortunate thing is that the first place I went to had this, which looked like a pretty smooth, not sure if it's a full mandrel bend, but there's no crimping. And apparently this is the exact same part number. So I guess maybe this is a new supplier and this is their old supplier. So I got another one that's smooth, but another one that's bent. So we'll see how that works out. I'm gonna move straight to putting a tip on the muffler itself, just to give me a size, like just to get an idea of exactly like what my spacing is. Okay, so small update. I can give. I've got the whole section in, hasn't been clamped or anything, but this is all pieces consisting of components bought at the auto parts store. So we've got two straight 18-inch sections. There's a joiner in the middle, which I can always take out if I cut one of the overlaps off and just push the other one in. That'll save me one pair of clamps if you count both. Comes into a 45 to another 45 with an adapter to go from the 2-inch to the 2.5-inch on the muffler using a band clamp. And then the muffler, right now it's hung with zip ties just to position it, but so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like, it's pretty centered. So here's the issue now. So I was worried, obviously this doesn't work and I'm not gonna have the muffler sticking out, but it just occurred to me that the only attachment point that this muffler uses is these holes with the threaded clamps that actually have the threading on the insert that you put in. So, being as this is a conical shape, I think I can get away with cutting these shorter, since I need to take inches, like effectively, if you take this into account, this is touching the exhaust, right? That looks ridiculous. But this is effectively what I was hoping for, is just to have it kind of visible. I don't really want it sticking out. Even the A4s kind of stick out a little bit, and I just wanted it right about there. So touch the hot surface. Okay, I'm not sure if the camera's gonna rotate, but effectively, so to give an idea of what it is underneath, so we've got, going far enough forward, yeah. So, okay, so this is where the piping attaches to, actually if I do this, then it kind of supports itself. There we go. Okay, so piping attaches to the car, and then there's the joiner piece in the middle, then it attaches to the 45, then one 45 attaches to the other 45, the 45, there we go, 45 attaches to the adapter, which is band clamped to the muffler. And then muffler, this is where we had to cut off the tip and make our own holes to get the tip to mount. And the tip, the muffler is actually hung by using one of the hanger adapters. You can see there, with convenient holes from where the actual factory hangers were. I had extra bolts from other parts of the car that were the correct thread and just worked them in, and that supported that. And then the tip. So, very, very pleased with it. Okay, you're gonna fire it up and let it warm up a little bit. what have we ended up with? We've ended up with exhaust is out from under the car, it's quieter. Did it all with DIY tools, no welding, and wifey's approval. And here you can hear it idling. It's got a nice low rumble. So I'd say we did really good. Oh. So it's just the first in a long line of things to come on this channel of you know, steps that we're overcoming, sort of DIY levels things. And please stay with us, like the video if you like it. It really helps us for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you like what you see, and share it with somebody. You know, maybe there's somebody you know that is dying to do something to their car and is terrified because of XYZ. So I'm Alfred. Thank you for watching.